Well, hello folks, welcome to our third episode of our 17th season here at Riga FC. I'm the Custard Prophet. This is the Latvian job and we are completing our Champions League group stages in this episode, playing matches 5 and 6. And things could go any possible way. We could finish in the qualification places for the Champions League knockouts. We could finish in the qualification places for the Europa League knockouts. We could also get knocked out without going any further in Europe. One of those is a more likely scenario, and I think you'll probably work out which that is. That's right, folks. You can see we will be playing Charleroi away today. This one would be really useful to win. We absolutely have to win it if we want to qualify for the Champions League knockouts, but the likelihood of us actually getting there is very small. Let's have a look how things have gone. I'll just highlight how well things have gone in the domestic game. Yes, we lost the match that we mentioned in the previous episode, but that's the only loss we've had all season. Managed to win both the cup and the league again, something like 10 on the trot now for both of them, which is very impressive. Just that bit of a blip where we just played terribly, played brilliantly in the games before it and after it, just terribly in that game. Don't understand it. What about the Champions League though? Well, focusing in on the Champions League, after the win over Charleroi that we had, the two really tough away games, yes, we didn't get anything out of either of them and conceded 4 goals in all of them. And that worries me a little bit. We were far too open at the back. They created chances far too easily, sort of getting between our defenders. And I don't know whether that is a lack of ability now from our defenders, because I don't think they're quite as good as they were. But I think we have to think of something when we are playing in the Champions League. We can't continue to play like this and expect to get far. So, yeah, a 4-3 loss over Real Madrid. This was not a bad result in the end. We were 4-0 down at half-time. It was looking very bad. But then we got 3 goals in the second half. Nedalescu, Chiadio and Saulo. Pretty happy with that. Fairly impressive result at the Bernabeu. But what about in Paris? Well, this was not quite so effective. We were quickly again down 3-0 in the first half. We scored one through Dario Sitz. We had a goal disallowed as well to make it 3-2. But then the second half was pretty tame and we didn't really do much. However, in the last match we played away at home against Paris Saint-Germain, we did actually dominate this game. Chiadio got a goal to level things up, but we had a fair few chances and perhaps we should have got a 2-1 win in this. I think we might have deserved it, but we didn't quite manage it. So at the minute, it looks very much like we are set for a Europa League finish, and I'm not too disappointed with that. It's been a while since we've made it into the Europa League, and I think given that this is a team that has qualified for the Champions League semi-finals, that's as far as we got, where we lost to Porto. We've been in the quarterfinals a bunch of times, we've qualified from the group a bunch of times. Surely we could go deep into the Europa League. Surely we can if we get a reasonable draw. Let me know what you think. I mean, Europa League looks very much likely. Obviously, we need to not lose against Charleroi, and then we guarantee it. If we beat Charleroi, then we need to see what happens in the other game. What I think we want to happen here... No, I think the only thing that can happen is something that's not going to happen, is that Charleroi actually beat Paris Saint-Germain. We can't really catch Real Madrid. It's not on... It's just on goal difference, isn't it? It's not on head-to-head. Oh, league sorting rules, results between teams. On goal difference and then goals scored. So, if we beat Real Madrid 2-0, say, and then Real Madrid lose to Paris Saint-Germain, which I don't think will happen, then we would go through, I think. I mean, it's a very long shot, but we will see if that's a possibility. Anyway, folks, let's get into this first game against Charleroi. Excited about this one. Okay, team that we are going to go out with is this one. We have Saulo up top, alongside Sitz and Nedalescu. Midfield is Kiadio, Jose and Bozovic, is best we've got there. We don't really have much behind them, to be perfectly honest. In the back line of Radsan Janovic, he is leaving at the end of this season. This will be one of his final matches. Rasmussen, Pedraza and Mendia with Kleber Francesco in goal. So one thing that we have been doing is, just for these matches, is lowering the defensive line a little bit, just to make it a little bit harder for teams to get through us. We may play around with that during the match, but that's what we're going with, just for these European matches where we're particularly where we're away from home. That's what we did against PSG, and we still created a lot, but PSG didn't get through us quite as much, which was kind of nice. Good team here. Don't quite know what to make of the Charleroi side. 4-4-2 they're coming out with. See what we can do. Early chances, I think, for us, but it looks like Charleroi might have the first opportunity. And they're playing it around nicely. We're sort of creeping up on them. De Klerk, Messasoudi, De Klerk, putting pressure on them. This is good. Need to get the ball off them, though. Oh, dear me. That looked like it was offside. Yeah, it was. But early little shock for us. But here's Kleber Francesco. Playing it around at the back. Mendia, who's on the right side this time. Down the wing. Nedalescu. What we're trying to do is get the ball into Saulo. Saulo is so good in the air. And there he is. Saulo in the air. That's what I said. He's such a strong player. We'll be signing him, I believe, very soon. I think it's 48 million we're spending, but I think it's worth it. I really think it's worth it. He is absolutely unbelievably good. So I think we need to spend the money. We have the money. Why not spend it? Well, chance here. It's well cleared there, and Sitz plays it upfield though. It's Saulo who's got it. There can't be a chance here for us. That must have been the highlight, surely. But here's Saulo. The highlight continues. Nedalescu loses it, and the ball just goes out. I think that was the highlight. But here's Mendia. Igor Jose. Mendia. Yeah. We need somebody else, I think, on this wing. The left back just puts it into Mendia then. Really going to miss him. Does a little bit of a spin. Very nice. Igor Jose. Kiadio. I thought he was going to go for the shot. Saulo plays it through. That looked offside, though. I think he should have gone for the shot, and Saulo, I think, was offside when he played that. We're 2-0 up as things stand, but is it going to be disallowed? It's awarded. Well, it was... He played the pass perfectly then. I thought that was a lovely little twirl, wasn't it? What was that? I thought he was going to shoot, but he sees Saulo in space, and Saulo gets his second goal. Very nicely done. Not sure what's happening in the other game. We'll have a look at that in a second. Here's Kiadio. Saulo. Kiadio. Here is the Razedovic. Sits, and it's in. It's 3-0. The Latvian gets himself on the score sheet. He's been good this season. He's 33 though, and he's just retired from international football. Didn't quite make it to 100 caps, but he is just going to be he's going to be a Riga player next season. No international football, which is pretty good for us. But the other problem is Lisanovs is also 33. Oh, we go 2-0 up. Real Madrid are, so it is all over. Here's Pedraza. He misses. How do you miss from there? How do you miss from there? I mean, it was a lovely bit of play to get the chance, but Pedraza hits the post from standing right in front of the goal. That's spectacular. Sitz tries to go for the header, doesn't quite make it. And here's Ulen Lembo running away with it. But we have been very, very strong in this first half. I'm going to be really interested to see how we do up against a good Madrid side. Very, very nice this is. 3-0. Absolutely deserve to be ahead. 3-0 maybe is a little bit on the lucky side to get that many goals, but you know, we certainly deserve to be probably 2-0 up. Right, coming out in the second half, folks, and I think the way the results are going, as the ball is cleared up to Cambier, it looks like we are guaranteed to finish in the Europa League places. Bozovic there does well. Boucher. A little bit of an overload here, but they've gone back. Well played, Ulembo. That's a lovely ball, and they have scored. It's Boucher. That looked very dodgy. Looked like that might be offside, folks. Unfortunately, what are they doing up there? Synchronised. It is disallowed. It looked like it should be. Here's Fontaine. Yeah. Oh. I mean, that's unlucky, isn't it? They're trying to create a little bit more, but we've managed to pick the ball off them. Jose, he's really doing a lot better this season. Chiardio, he's obviously going to be finding a pass. Sits is looking for a pass. He finds the on-rushing Radleskovic. Saulo, and in it goes. It's Bozovic for goal number 4, and we are on fire. Look out, Real Madrid, we're coming to get you. Another opportunity is Nedolescu. We were not this good at home, to be perfectly honest. Here's Sits, clears it. Chiardio, Nedolescu is taken out in the box by Cambier. It's going to be a penalty, I think. Reviewing it, and it is. It's a penalty. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Saulo for his hat-trick. Oh, he misses it. He misses it. Oh dear, Saulo. Should have been 5-0. But you've got to think that he's going to have more chances, isn't he? He's very, very strong. With 4-0 up, are they going to get a goal? They're yet to pick up a point at all. And here's Cambier. So there is no chance. Well, lovely bit of play there, and it's over the top. But we're not going to be able to reach Paris Saint-Germain, I don't think, points-wise. So there's no chance that they're going to slip up against this Charleroi side. Chipped it in. Oh, here goes nicely on Bozovic. Playing really, really strong football. 60 minutes on the clock. Still really at it. Here's Fontaine. And you don't... I don't anticipate this is going to be a poor Charleroi side. They're going to be a good side to have won in Belgium, aren't they? Big hole, and it's through us, and it's Desjardins, who I guess is Swedish, makes it 4-1. They're coming back, 63 minutes now. De Feo. I mean, this would be ultimate comeback if they won this 5-4. Here's Bozovic. Here's Nedolescu now. He's got a bit of a chance here. Saulo heads it down. Here's Bozovic. It's going to be a shot, surely. Nedolescu over the top. We've been really, really strong today. Real Madrid absolutely smashing Paris Saint-Germain. Well, Bajekic is on, and Radzajelovic, he may not be here for much longer. His contract is over after the end of this game, but I think he won't leave straight away. Here we go. Last few minutes of the game, 87 minutes on the clock. Can we have one last chance? Mendy back to Pedraza. Bozovic into Sits. Beautiful ball forward. It's a... Oh dear, I thought... Well, they picked out the left back really nicely there, but not quite anything else. It's another opportunity. It's de Klerk through, and that's just gone past the post. But you see what I mean? We're just a little bit suspect in at the back. We are really tired, but so Sebek, the youngster's going to come on just to get a little bit of experience at this level. 92 minutes on the clock. Here's Sebek. What can he do? I think next season he might make have a much bigger involvement. Saulo almost with his hat-trick there, and pretty much did all the damage in the first half, didn't we? And we just coasted on in. Very, very nice. Great performance all round. Here's Saulo again. Nicely done. Sits. It's Guevara. A lot of space here. Can he pick someone out? He does. It's Sebek, who doesn't quite pick anyone out himself, and that's it. Great performance, 4-1 victors, and yeah, did everything we needed to do in the first half and just coasted in. Well played, folks. So we are just a point behind Paris Saint-Germain, and if Paris Saint-Germain don't beat Charleroi and we beat Real Madrid, then we will qualify for the Champions League knockouts. The chances of this are tiny because, well, let's have a look at the let's have a look at this group, and we'll show you why. So Charleroi have lost every single game. They've scored a single goal, which was in the game they played in against us. So they have done absolutely nothing. You look at their, they qualified automatically here, but I think this is probably their first bit of European football for a while. They lost against whoever these are not so long ago. Romanian side, ACSM. Right, 2.38 million. That's good. We'll praise Saulo. He was outstanding yet again. And we'll move forward. So we have, I think, about 7 days until the game. Maybe a bit more than that. See you when we go up against Real Madrid. Oh, we've also had our stadium expansion, and you will see here. So the stadium expansion. Oh yeah, we're still playing in the. For some reason, we're still in the Daugavas Stadium for these, but you will see here in all these other games we are getting over 10,000 in the new stadium, which is great. So yeah, we got a full house, I think, in the cup final. 12,130. So that's good. So could we? We'll have a look at the end of the season at average attendance, but could we get another upgrade? We've got all the money in the world, so why not? Right, here we go, folks. We have the match against Real Madrid. As I said, there is a possibility that we could qualify for the latter stages of the Champions League, but it would require Charleroi to get a result in this match with Paris Saint-Germain, and they haven't picked up no points so far. We beat them 4-1 at their place, which kind of sums up, and we got smashed 4-1 at Paris Saint-Germain. So the difference there, the gulf there, is going to be massive. Right, let's dive in and see what we can do. So we are keeping exactly the same lineup that we had in the previous game. No changes on the bench either. I think it looks very, very good. The one thing that I didn't mention that has happened, so the one thing that's just happened is we have agreed a transfer for Slimani to leave to go to Ajax. I think it's about right. He hasn't really done what I thought he might do here. He looked a good player, but at 30 years old, it's not quite worked out. And I think we can get some young, hungry centre back to really sort of develop them. I think that's what we need to do. Anyway, folks, let's get in there. Team is exactly the same one we had out, so I'm not going to read it out. Let's go and play Real Madrid. Huge game for us. I mean, it's going to be tough. We've got a result against Paris Saint-Germain. That was impressive. This is a different kettle of fish, I think. Well, I don't know what went off. Bozovic has got himself sent off for the most ridiculous of red cards. And how does this happen so often that we just throw things away early doors in matches, and we just can't then really see what we're going to be, what we might have been like against a side like this. So, well, Sebek is going to get himself a chance. What do I normally have this on? Box to box? What about a central midfielder on attack? There we go. Yeah, big day for Sebek playing against Real Madrid. Here's a Ramos. This is going to be, I would say, almost impossible to get a result now. Carlos Jose, 17 minutes gone, although Sitz has gotten a stray pass, and oh my god, we should be 1-0 up. They did wonderful stuff there, but what a terrible pass. We're going to carry on pushing in the same way we're doing. Rasmussen, Chiadio, Sebek, who's got the 10 men? Jose, Mendia, and yeah, we don't see that. Very nice though. Paris Saint-Germain 2-0 up. Imagine what would happen if we had a full team out. We've matched them. In the first half, we've got 10 men, but we have matched Real Madrid. Absolutely wonderful. Gutted Bozovic got himself sent off. Stupid tackle. We've been unlucky. Let's get into the second half. Keeping exactly the same. Here's Makoko though. We have cleared that. Watts, the man who got fouled for the sending off. I thought we might be getting another chance there. Borisov, looks like this is for them. Couldn't get it in. Here's Borisov again. Struggling to... Oh, wow, to get the opportunity, but they did manage to there. So we are 0-0, but... yeah. So Saulo, our striker, he is a Real Madrid player. Oh, a lovely bit of play. Here's Sitz. He's got it in. Oh my God, I must knock the desk over. Can you believe that? Saulo heads it on to Sitz, and Sitz, his second massive chance. He scores this one, and that's got to be the biggest goal of his career, surely. Beautiful play from Saulo, and that's exactly what we've got him there for. Saulo wins the header to Sitz. And he's such a strong player, and Real Madrid are going to be wondering what the heck they've sold him for. Well, 69 minutes, chance for Madrid. We have cleared it. Oh, no. Oh, the referee has been very kind to them here. They're checking a penalty. It's always a penalty, isn't it, for these ones? It's a penalty awarded. Oh, how disappointing to give away goals like this. Come on, goalkeeper. Here's Makoko. He's gone the wrong way, and well done, goalkeeper. I mean, well done, Makoko. Rasajevic, his last game for the club. Can he do something amazing? Jose chips in, not quite. Does that count as a shot? 74 minutes. Real Madrid are not going to want to drop any points here, are they? But Sebek done really well. Mendia into Sitz, he's this just little useless Latvian player who, oh no, oh come on, that's not a foul. I'm not. Sitz is not a useless Latvian player, but how is that not a foul? Why do they get all these fouls against us and red cards and everything, but that one was a clear foul, surely? Here's Mendia, 76 minutes gone. Looks like Real Madrid are turning the screw a little bit. But we've got the ball. Sebek sits, looking to try and find the pass. He's struggling to. He can't. He loses the ball. And here's Ramos. And it's in. It's in. And, oh, we've played well. We have played well with 10 men, but eventually we have been broken down. It's a lovely little ball through. Oh, Jimenez. Ramos, and it's just a lovely run off Rasmussen, and there we go. 79 minutes gone. We've got the ball. Sebek here, yeah, well done. They go long with the ball. I mean, I guess it would have been so nice to really give Saulo some opportunities up there to terrorise the Real Madrid defence. But it looks like they're making the most of this. Makoko, oh, lovely bit of goalkeeping. We're still in it, but we are 2-1 down, and it looks like we're struggling a little bit. We're tiring. Here's Sebek. He clears it. Lovely ball into Saulo. Oh, he misses out another cracking chance. One-on-one with there. Oh, Marovic. It's not the most impressive performance, really, from Real Madrid, is it? We've done great. We have done great. Well, Rasajevic, his final thing that he's done, he's coming off, and I imagine he will get the plaudits from the crowd. And that's well done. 10 men, and they just about got through us. Just about got through us. Come on, Bajakic. That is not what we need. Bad play like that. Here's Borisov. And it's in. It's Jimenez. It is 3-1. And yeah, we're struggling now. We're struggling. But what a performance. For the first 70 minutes, we were superb. Mendy's now got injured. Oh dear, what can we do? Well, yeah, what we can do is Weinbergs can come on, Bajakic can go on the right side, There we go. It's a loss, but I think we can hold our head up high there. You can see as we started to tire, Real Madrid just pulled their way back into it and played some. After the penalty, they just made the most of it. But before that, we were their equals. And it's a great performance. It was amazing to get the goal for Saulo to get the Sitz to get the goal. So we are in the Europa League. Wouldn't have mattered anyway because Paris Saint-Germain won their game 4-0. But I think we've shown there that we can give anybody a game. We just we just need to keep 11 men on the pitch. So I'm just going to have a little look at the Europa League and see when the draw is, see if it makes sense just to stick around for that. So just a quick look at the teams that we might be going up against. So it'll be Rangers, Salzburg, Benfica, Sporting, Monaco, Juve and Metalist. Nothing really there fills me with any fear apart from maybe Juve. So it's not all hard coming from here. It just depends what's in the Europa League already. Right, here we go. £50 million. That's awesome for Saulo. I mean, he's going to be our highest earner, but I think he's such a good player. I think he's if he wants to stay here, it's going to be amazing. He's signed him from Real Madrid, and we're spending £50 million on a player. That is just brilliant. Our transfer budget is somewhat reduced now. We've got £12 million, and we do need to sign a left back, but that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Right, here we go. We have the knockout draw, so I think we can play anybody in here. Looking at it, Tottenham, we probably don't want. I think that might be it. I'd take a lot of these clubs. Tottenham and Juve, Sporting maybe as well. It'd be nice just to get someone a little bit easier in the first round draw. So let's see what happens. So Zenit out first against Rangers. Those are two I'd have very happily taken. PSV are going to be playing Metalist. AEK against Benfica. All 6 of those I'd have taken. VTSC, I'll take this one. It's a bit of a funny one. It's Monaco, who are one of the good sides. Borussia against Juve. Ooh. Tottenham against Salzburg. It's another biggie. Marseille against Riga. And Club Brugge against Sporting. So we could have had an easier draw. We could have absolutely had an easier draw. Marseille are going to be tough. They're going to be very, very tough. But I think we've got enough about us to beat Marseille, I would hope. Marseille haven't really been. I mean, they're behind Monaco and Rennes. We haven't really seen Marseille doing much in the league for, well, since 2022. So yeah, this should be a fun one. So that's what we're going to be coming back for, folks. We're going to be playing Olympique Marseille in the first knockout round. If we get through that, then the second round will be, I think, all of the teams that were finished. So let's have a quick look at that. So the teams that finished top, looking at it, Chelsea are the worries there. Chelsea, Napoli, but Sevilla and Atalanta. It's not too bad, really, is it? It's not too bad. I feel we could give this competition a little bit of a run. It's going to be tough, absolutely. It's going to be tough, but yeah, I'm fairly excited about our chances here against Marseille. You can see they lost at home to Atalanta, lost twice against Atalanta, not great. They did beat Leipzig over 2 legs, I suppose, and beat Aruca Brest, we did play 3-0, so in both times. So I think it's going to be a close one, but I think it's going to be a fun one. Let me know what you think the final score is going to be in this knockout round. I'll see you in the next one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you very shortly. Goodbye.